All right, guys.
All right, sorry about that.
Yes, sorry about that.
Sorry about that.
I cooled down the camera with some zesty dill pickles, and it turned back
Extra
on,
zesty.
and
Just how I like it.
it turned back on, and it didn't give us any more temperature. Oh my god, dude!
I'm sorry.
It didn't give us any more temperature warning. I need to put some weights on this table.
I'm a failure.
You're the only. Can you turn the light on? Actually, we forgot to turn that on. Anyways, shout out to the pickles. I think that the camera might be good, guys. If it happens again, crap, I don't know what to do at that point. You know what's funny is like a lot of people in LA have been running into this issue. Lena was running into this issue. I had to go help her with her podcast because of the same thing. Trevor was having the same issue with this. Actually, no, I thought this dude named Brian was having this issue, but no, he was having some other issue. But dude, so like, it's such a thing where your camera overheats, and it's like
But we've never had this issue.
never, because it's usually cool in here. It's not this hot. They need to sell like, I don't know, like a cooling pack or something like that. Can you guys hear too much muss in that room? Do you guys hear like a loud ass fan? Because I have to turn on this giant fan. I placed it right behind the camera, and hopefully it keeps it cool. But anyways, what we were talking about, we were talking about the dude who was trying to troll me,
Yes.
I think. And I think that summarizes or it ends our fucking whole conversation.
Also, the last cringiest part for
What?
me was the poor old man.
Rylee got so upset at me. Let me know what you guys think about it in the
I-
comments. Because
I just felt so bad for him in the situation. I was like, damn, you're really gonna add to this poor man's night experience.
the way I was thinking about it was like, dude, okay, number one, I only looked at it. I was like, hey, look at this. And then everyone's just like, yeah, whatever. And then we saw that
I was trying to avoid it because I knew
that I was going to go in there.
Yes. And like he was so innocent. He had like a little paper crown on and he had a puppet. He was just like maneuvering.
Dude,
I was like, oh no.
Everyone who's at Orange County Fair is drunk
all
as
bad.
fuck, bro. We're all just trying to get drunk and lit and have fun. And then you have this guy who has a little prayer circle and for children. It's just like, dude, there's going to be no children going in there.
I
It's going to be
know.
only fucking drunk adults such as it was.
You're right.
And anyways, I didn't think I said anything too crazy. The dude said, "Do you guys know any? Can you guys give me an example of a sin?" And I said, "Touching your butthole," because I think God said, "Don't touch
and he
your
just
butthole."
looked at him like this.
Yeah, he just came.
I was just like, oh, but he was like answering to everybody else's answer. He was like, good. He started Yuri's and he just started shaking his head.
But you know what was the funniest part though?
Oh
I didn't
my
want to
gosh,
put
the
too much.
people.
I didn't want to put too much attention on it during the stream because I felt like, you know, it could be embarrassing for this woman or something like that. But the dude was like, "Can you guys give us an example of a sin?" And this woman, who I think was there with her drunk husband, she was like, "Cheating on your wife, that's a sin." I was just like,
and there was like tension. He like looked and like had a big ass grin on his face.
Bruh.
And I was like, ooh, this is awkward.
damn, that's
they
so
were fucked up though.
I know. She's like, cheating
She's
on
like,
your
my
wife.
son, come here.
Can you imagine being in that type of relationship where your husband cheated on you and you're just like venting to some fucking to some old dude who's
Trying to
doing
spread
kids?
the word of Jesus
yeah, trying to do
Christ.
kid shows. You're like, my fucking husband's a shitty cheater, bro.
So bad. I felt so bad for him. He's like, you can also make these crowns after if you'd like.
And we were like, nah. And we didn't even finish it. I was like, my skin's burning. We got to get out of here. And then we left because it was getting boring. I was like,
yeah,
bro,
the
we're not,
escape was hilarious.
we're not gonna sit through this. But as soon as I ended the
yeah,
stream,
7 minutes. And I'm sorry.
yeah. As soon as the stream ended and we got to the car, though, Rylee was like, "Why would you do that to that old man? He's just an innocent old man trying to make a show for kids, and you're just talking about buttholes. Like, it's so rude." I was like, I didn't think about it. I guess it can be like he was like, I didn't realize it was for kids. I thought it was for adults.
It was in a castle with puppets.
Yeah, I just thought it was like, I don't know, some Kerwin Frost shit.
And
like
a paper or a picture book.
I thought it was all, dude, there's beers and frog legs. I was like, this is an adult place. But I don't know. I got confused. I didn't know it was
I
just
got confused.
specifically for
Hey.
children. Then Rylee was like, that was kind of mean of you to troll that old man
No,
like
you're
that.
fine. You're right. He does probably get like way worse all day.
That's what I'm saying. He probably gets people fighting in there. He probably has people like fighting over the definition of a sin. They're like, no, that doesn't say that in chapter 1, buddy. I'm off 3 Coronas and I know what's up. I don't know. Anyways,
It was
also,
so fun, though. I'm
last
glad we
thing
went.
is I pulled a Robin Hood and we stole.
yeah.
We basically okay.
That was another moment where I was like, I can't watch this.
Really? I was pissing off the dude. They had this like this game where you just had to take a ping pong ball and land it in a fish bowl and you could win a fish. And I was like, I don't really want a fish, but this is the only game I can afford to play right now. The other game was bullshit where you give them 4 tokens for a ring, but even if you make that ring, you don't get shit. You have to make 2 rings, which costs 8 tokens.
That was so stupid.
That was the dumbest shit I've heard in my life.
She's like, that's too bad.
I was like,
that we ran out of one prize.
I was like, let me get a fish from the other side. And they're like, no, it doesn't work that way. Like, you're a separate business. This is all the same thing. But anyways,
this is why I felt bad, because these girls were so sweet and cute, and they were
cute.
They were funny. And they were like, they saw Yuriy was trying to troll the whole time, and so like they were on him the whole time.
You know what's funny?
And
I'm not
so
sure.
After like the fact that the whole chat got him.
I know, she was looking at the chat. She was like, what the hell? But you know what's funny, though? I'm not sure if you noticed this, but when we first got there, Toke was trying to play with Allison, right? They were getting the balls, like, they're paying for the balls or whatever. And they had, like, a whole bucket of balls right over the thing. And I could just reach over and grab it. So I grabbed one, threw it. No one noticed. I grabbed another, threw it. Some dude noticed. And then he's like, no, you can't be doing that. And then fucking pulled the bucket away further. And then I instead of grabbing one from the bucket, I just grabbed one from like the floor on like just like lying right next to me or whatever, and he saw me do that as well, and he was just like, no man, stop it, you can't be doing that. He was getting all upset or whatever, and then I was just like, oh shit.
He was side-eyeing you the whole time.
I know he was. And then that's when we actually purchased some balls and went for it. But I ended up just fucking plunking a ball in there, and then everyone was like, yo, Yuriy made it. And then none of the cashiers saw it, and then they were just like, well, you guys were celebrating, it sounded like you made it, so fucking they gave us a fish. And I was like, bro, if I take this fish home, it's gonna, like, we're not gonna do shit. We're not gonna, that's to buy an aquarium, all that bull. No, we don't want to do that. It's
the
just
girl
like,
was like, I heard them cheering, but I didn't see it.
oh yeah, so she said they wouldn't cheer like that if he didn't make it.
I was like, oh, you guys are so cute.
You know what's funny though is earlier we were passing by one of the food concession stands, and it was like the gnarliest combination of foods with like hot Cheetos, curly fries, onion rings,
chicken strip or chicken sandwich or something like that.
But the thing I'm talking about, like, it looked like a log.
I know what you're talking about.
It looked like a giant like turd or something like that with hot Cheetos on it. I came up, the only cashier, there was like some girl or whatever, and I came up, I was like, hey, is this like after you eat it or before you eat it? Like, what the fuck is this? She just started fucking dying laughing or whatever. It felt like a bunch of high school kids who were working. Working all the concession stands.
She's like, I'm dead. I would have been the same way. I'd been like, oh my god, what the fuck?
These poor high school kids have to deal with my shit.
For real. And then fucking Toke with the 12 inch glizzy.
Oh, guys. I know, bro.
Nah, you're serving these all day. Nah,
bro, Toke, dude. It's one thing to roast. It's one thing to roast like your homie being like, yo, house phone, you shouldn't be eating a glizzy. But Toke was literally walking around. He would see random people eating glizzies and he'd be like, nah, bro, pause. You can't be doing that. Like, why are you eating a glizzy? Like, Toke should just stand in front of the wiener stand and just roast everyone who makes a purchase. You fucked up.
That's extreme.
You're eating a weenie. Just keep doing it till the weenie place kicks you out. They're like, you're ruining our business. Everyone thinks it's sus.
Those always go bad. Those always go bad.
But anyways, also quick random topic I didn't even think about writing yet, but guys, I did the Sharp interview or whatever, right? And then I did the Big Chief interview afterwards. And in the Big Chief interview, they're asking more questions about like the YouTube channel in the past and how I kind of grew it. And I kind of really thought about it. And this is something that I knew a long time ago, but I kind of fell off on once like the channel was kind of like doing a little bit better. But like, one of the main things that a lot of YouTubers talk about or content creators talk about that helps is collabing with other people. And one way that we helped build up the streams and this podcast to what it is through collabing with people that we know, like having AD on the podcast, House Phone, Adam, all these people we know. And then slowly, like, more and people we're filtering in just because of these collabs. Like, you're exchanging audiences. We're not exchanging audiences with them. We're just kind of just getting audiences from them. We're not exchanging at that point, but I've been telling Rylee, like, dude, we got to tap in with like more content creators now that we've hit 24K subscribers. Thank you guys so much. Like, we have more of ability to reach out to more people and be like, hey, you want to work with us? Because we're actually doing something here. It's like kind of, like we have something to offer type shit. So I've been reaching out to a couple content creators, and one person has responded saying they're down to come on the podcast. And this guy's like, I don't want to say who it is yet. I don't want to jinx it, but this guy's like a huge YouTube creator, has like 350,000 subscribers. And I'm super excited to have him on the podcast. I don't really know anything about him, but like I'm gonna do my research. But also I feel like it's kind of weird when you really don't know anything about someone, and then they come on the podcast, and then you're just like, oh, so Rylee, I like how you did this one thing in that one video and did this other thing in that other video. It's like you're giving them all these weird details about their life instead of just being like, hey, we just met for the first time, like how's it going? And then you actually have a normal building of like intelligence of each other. Like, oh, I'm learning something about you, you're learning something about me. That's how you actually kind of gain some sort of friendship, I guess. Yeah, like that's how you get a natural conversation instead of just having all these notes of like Rylee said this and Rylee danced like this and Rylee, like all the shit. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, that's super true. But he's another reason why this guest is why I'm saying that those things always go in the wrong.
Oh yes,
fucking with people
because we were watching his videos.
That's the type of videos he does.
A lot of people have been asking me to collab with Eric Khan. I would love to. I reached out to Eric Khan, but he's like just too big to see my DMs, I feel like. And then also, I don't want to do the thing where I go on stream and he's on stream and I tell everyone to go to his chat and like bug him, because I could see how that could be annoying or whatever. Yeah. So I wouldn't want to do that either. But I would love to collab with a guy if I can get in touch with him. That would be sick. He's like a weed smoker, heavy weed smoker. If I could do like a session with him to see who could smoke more and who taps out first, then we're just stream? Like a stream. But imagine it was like, every time someone donated X amount, we both got to take those amount of edibles, smoke.
Who is he?
He's just like a weed creator or whatever. It's kind of interesting. Like there's like a huge weed community that was kind of being cultivated for a long time with all these events like Chalice, Secret Sesh. Secret Sesh they restarted recently, but there was like all these weed smoking events that cultivated this giant cannabis community, and it kind of just like fell apart. Like after the glass bubble popped, like I feel like the cannabis community also just kind of fell apart a little bit, and also legalization kind of made it weird, I guess. But it's just like I feel like, yeah, I don't know. He's the dude, the content creator for that giant community that's been left behind by like, whoever was building it up at first. Because I don't think anyone cares about the cannabis community anymore. Yeah. It's more just like, let's make THC infused toothpicks. You know what I mean? Shit like that.
Delta 8 type shit.
Yeah, I know. Unfortunately, bro. That's so crazy, man, the whole Delta 8 shit. But I still haven't tried it. But also...
We have, right?
I don't think we smoked it. Oh, we did? And what do we think? Did we get faded?
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
I think we did. Like, we didn't really realize. I think the tobacco.
Oh, yeah. Always does something. Yo, guys, I wanted to make actually a separate... honestly... I'll figure it out later, but I'll talk about this as well. We'll get into this topic first, but I was going to make a whole clip about this just on stream, but I feel like we should just save this topic for 10 Talks. This is kind of something I did not expect. So Alex Jones, a long time ago, I'm pretty sure everyone fucking knows something about Alex Jones, but just to give you guys like a little rough summarization is like he was originally like a comedian, I guess. Joe Rogan described him as like a stand-up comedian, and he kind of built up this like kind of fan base that would listen to his political takes, because he would have these crazy political takes and these crazy fucking, I don't know, takes on certain shit or whatever, and people listened to him and they thought it was funny, and then also they thought it was real. And he's talked about a lot of crazy shit, and he's the owner of InfoWars, and InfoWars is huge. I mean, like, it's like a huge media company. People fucking... InfoWars got like press pass in the presidential election and shit like that. It's like a huge media company, and he's like the owner of it. A long time ago, InfoWars got kicked off every platform. Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, every platform you could think of, they got kicked off of it. So did Alex Jones, and that was a huge topic of conversation of like, it's kind of weird to be like, oh, we don't like what you're saying, so we're going to thwart it. But also he did say a lot of shit that was completely wrong, such as the reason why we're bringing him up today is the Sandy Hook thing. So he said he's infamous for saying that Sandy Hook was fake, like a staged event, and he called the children crisis actors and the parents crisis actors and all this stuff. And 2 parents sued him. 2 parents only. There's many more parents who are also suing him in other states where those court cases are still going, but 2 parents have sued him. I don't know what state this is in, but they just won the lawsuit, and he has to pay them $49 million. And the first thing Alex Jones did was say, I'm bankrupt. I've been kicked off every platform. I'm not making the money I used to. I can't pay $49 million. I don't have $49 million. And the judge immediately was
the judge is like, no, you're not.
Yeah, the judge was like, nah, the last thing I checked, it said you had $113 million. You were worth $113 million. But then also, is the judge looking at fucking, celebritynetworth.com? Because it's just like, yeah, he's made 113 throughout his career, but is he sitting on 113 in the bank? That's hard to believe. But then also the judge said that the past couple of years during the court case, he's been withdrawing large amounts of money from his bank, and they don't know where it's going. And they're like, you're purposely hiding money from the government right now.
Jeez.
Which every rich person does that.
It's like, I don't know. I get like, it's such a crazy thing to say. And these poor families that, like, this guy has such a big platform, like you were saying.
Humongous.
And
you could easily say
he's probably influencing all these people, like,
to bug him. That's what the dad was saying.
Conspiracy now. And now all these fucking parents that are still grieving to these days, their poor little babies murdered.
Exactly.
Have to deal with, like, all this bullshit that they're probably getting messages like,
yeah, dude.
How dare you, like,
it's like imagine we were getting bugged daily for our family members passing and told that it was not what they think it is, and they're like, you're a lie, your family member was not even your family. Like, imagine we were getting that every day and that really is our family member, and we're just like, bro, like that. And we're getting not just like one person saying this, we're getting, dude, every person who is a Trump fanatic is an InfoWars listener. I think you can say at least in the 90 percentile of people who are Trump fans also listen to InfoWars. And I'm not saying like that's positive or negative. I'm just saying that I think that's a real statistic there. And it's just like, bro, that's so many fucking people, bro. He has such a huge expanse on the amount of people like that listen to him.
Yeah.
And what's crazy is like in the court hearing, you can they play a clip where Alex Jones goes like, all right, he's like Sandy Hook was a real thing, and those bullshit. Those people are real or whatever, and you're like, bruh,
he doesn't care.
It took you to this point to say this shit, it's kind of insane. But then also, what's interesting is like every time Joe Rogan talks about him, where Joe Rogan's known him since like the early 2000s, 90s or something like that, and Joe Rogan's like, he's like, bro, he's always been like this. Like he's like, Joe Rogan says that like he's even self-admittedly said that he has like a mental issue. I forgot what it was. Like he's like something's going on with his brain where he self-admittedly said like, I'm crazy. You know what I mean? Like I'm literally crazy here. And Joe's like, bro, like he's been like that his whole life. He's like, ever since I met him, he's just fucking screaming about some crazy shit. You know what I mean? But then also, Alex Jones has a lot of credibility because he exposed. I forgot what it was, but up near San Francisco, there was like this thing. I forgot what it's called. It's kind of like some rich person's Burning Man, but like only.
It's outside lands?
No. It's not anything that people know about. It's not a thing you could buy tickets to. It's only meant for the rich and powerful, or like people who owned, Ford and fucking, electricity companies for the whole country. Like the most powerful and rich people would come here. And they would have orgies and like sacrifices and like dance naked and do drugs and all this stuff. I forgot what it's called. Bohemian Grove. So it's called Bohemian Grove or whatever. And he actually exposed it. Like for a long time it was a rumor and it was like a myth that rich people get together and dance naked and kill fucking slaughter sheep or whatever it is. And he actually he snuck in there and like filmed it or whatever. And like ever since that he's gained a lot of credibility because like he actually exposed something that was thought to be a hoax and it was actually real. But then he's also constantly fucking
and that's what I'm saying.
Promoted fake shit as well. Not fake shit, but
like he has this credibility for this one thing. So all these people are probably going to believe him about the Sandy Hook shit.
Yeah.
And all these parents are getting
Exactly. It's super fucked up. But what I'm wondering is are these two people just getting $49 million? Like there's no way they're just going to keep it. They're probably going to donate that to some sort of charity. Like where's this like that's what I wonder about these court cases. What do they mean by 49 million? Like, does he just hand you over 49? Does the government tax half like they usually do, and then government takes half, and you get 22 or something?
I have no idea.
Yeah, me neither.
I'm good.
The scariest part is they're saying that this isn't it. Like, he's still suffering or going through 2 other like more lawsuits or cases with the same family, not family members, but same from Sandy Hook or whatever. And those shits aren't done yet. And now that he was found guilty on these, they're saying he's probably going to be found guilty on those other ones.
For sure.
And they're also going to be asking for hundreds of millions or tens of millions of dollars. And, bro, he's going to be dead broke by the end of this. He's going to be done. Like, that's kind of crazy. Just like, that's the definition of, like, dying on a hill. You know, like you know how they say this is not the hill to die on. Like, bro, he died on that hill of like Sandy Hook was fake, and he had to suffer very, 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 very dearly.
You want to put all these people under the bus, then you're getting put under the bus too.
I know, bro. And that's what the mom said.
They're innocent. They didn't do shit.
That's what the mom said. The mom was like, the mom to one of the children who passed, she was like, I know that, like, even if you go to jail, like, you might not learn your lesson. She's like, the only way to kind of hit you where it hurts for anyone, like, in your position is to hit your wallet. And, you know, a million, it's like the same thing where for the drug companies, when they settled for the case on drugging the United States population with fentanyl and all these fucking opioids, like overflooding the market. They settled it for like $3 billion, and people calculated how like that's like a drop in the bucket. They make that a day. You know what I mean? It's just like, it's kind of like telling a millionaire like, oh, you're in trouble, you owe us $1,000. He's like, well, okay. You know what I mean? Like, you really got to hit him with we're taking half your money. Yeah. You know what I mean? And in reality, it's like, that's how it is for us. You know what I mean? Imagine we got a ticket. It's like, and we had $1,000 saved. It's a $500 ticket. That's half our money. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's like, boom. It's like, that's how it is. But we just have $1,000. Imagine someone who has 100,000 or 100 million. It's like, we want 50 million now because that's really gonna fucking fuck you up.
Exactly.
I don't know. Shit's fucked up. But he definitely deserves it for that shit.
Speaking of cases, can I bring something in?
Oh, yes.
So I've been kind of talking about this case throughout like our streams and stuff, but I don't think I actually talked about it on 10 Talks.
You always update me, but you don't update you have a lot of updates, I guess.
But anyways, there's this case going on, and pretty much this girl named Alexis Gabe, she went missing.
From your area.
She's from my area. She went missing at the end of January this year, and...
So it's been like, what, like 5 months?
Yeah, 5 months.
Jeez.
And her boyfriend pretty much was the lead suspect of the entire murder, but he wasn't like convicted or arrested until June. But after like she went missing, like a couple days later, he fled to Washington. Yeah, and he was staying there for a couple months.
And that whole time, Rylee was pissed off because Riley's like, dude, he was the last person to be with his girl, and they were broken up and they were just meeting up to like settle things, and then now she's missing. It's like, how are you not gonna at least question this guy or something like that, right? And he was free for the whole time, and then like Riley's saying, by the time they try to arrest him, he's not even there anymore.
Exactly. So I guess there was like, it was just taking a while to make this arrest, and finally the police got the okay to do it, and the police in Washington were going there to arrest him. They were suspecting that he was dangerous because he like was known to have firearms and stuff.
Get closer to the mic, babe.
So they came obviously armed, and once he opened the door, he charged at them with a knife. So they fired at him, and unfortunately he passed away. But he was the only suspect in this case, so it was kind of like, it's fucked up for the family because there's like
no closure.
There's like no answers. So, but the police were like super.
And what's fucked up is his dad made a posting like, "Oh man, the police like unjustly killed my son." It's like, dude, like number one, your son was the lead suspect in this girl's missing case, and number two, he charged that police with a knife. It's like, you can't play the sympathy card saying like, "Oh, my son was unjustly killed." It's like, bro, no, your son should have turned.
He did suicide by cop because he's fucking guilty.
Yeah, that's what Rylee was saying. Like, she thinks
he's not gonna do anything with the kitchen knife.
To cops, I know they have bulletproof vests and shit. That's not gonna go through. It's like,
he knew he was done. And anyways, I guess so recently, the timeline of events has been released, and there's a lot of text messages that have been found between his mom and his sister, and pretty much just a bunch of evidence towards his mom being like an accessory to murder, just helping him out, trying to cover everything she can for him. And she has not been arrested to this day. She was arrested for another crime, and it was for the same thing. What is abetting and a...
Oh, really? Yeah. Like aiding?
Aiding and abetting. And the DA released her.
Oh, my God.
So now she's free. And pretty much
for the same case she was arrested?
It was I guess it was a different case.
Oh, my God,
I'm not sure.
Dude.
This is like, I'm kind of nervous to talk about this because I want to just get everything right.
Yeah.
Because it's still like an ongoing case. and I've just been like super passionate about
I
it,
know.
and like I just
So this girl Alexis Gabe that went missing. What's crazy is they found her car next to like Riley's old house or something like that, right? You said, or your friend's area.
yeah. Oh, okay, so she went missing, and her parents immediately like started a search party to like look for her, and I guess one of her family friends found her car abandoned in a neighborhood, but the keys were in the ignition.
In Antioch, right?
Yeah, and so
Yeah.
that's when they like started freaking out, like this is bad. And slowly like things started getting released, like surveillance of the street, and it was like a guy with a mask and a hoodie, but his beard was peeking through, and he was like walking away from the car, and pretty much the parents knew as soon as they saw
They
it.
recognized
Yeah.
them. You know what's crazy though is Riley told me that like he had parked the car and walked like a 2 to 3 mile distance through residential areas to finally get home. Like he lived far away, and he
A
purposely
15-minute drive.
Yeah, it's like a 15-minute drive. Like I've been there before, and like it's like a long ass block, since like it's like almost you're like in the middle of the desert type shit. There's like farms and shit or whatever, and he like parked the car in some residential area and walked a 15-minute drive, which is like a hella long. Probably took him like an hour to walk the distance, and then when he got home, Riley said like he turned his phone back on and texted the girl Alexis Gabe like, "Hey, did you make it home safe?" or something like that, when he actually like probably knew she didn't fucking
And
get home safe.
before, like, okay, so he had left for like 2 hours, and he had called his dad, who lives in Washington, and left his phone at the house. But he was gone for 2 hours, and the police were thinking that he just left his phone at the house and he wasn't at home, because the light up feature, like, you know, like when you're on the phone with somebody,
Yeah.
and like if you move, it lights up.
Oh,
like,
okay. Yeah.
Like, I guess iPhones can detect that. And that whole time, the whole 2 hours, it never lit up.
Oh,
So
wow.
he definitely did that.
Left his phone at home?
Yeah, just to like make it seem like he was home talking to his dad.
So he was planning it.
Yes.
Wow, the whole time. He knew he was going to do that.
What I was trying to say is his mom still hasn't been arrested for obviously helping
But
him out.
remember what you
And-
said about the
Let me
text?
just say
Sorry.
this. Let me just say this. There's a petition to make the DA file I'm sorry, I'm getting nervous talking about this. File charges, and it's in my bio on Instagram.
Oh,
Please
yes.
sign it. They're trying to get 7,500.
Signs?
Yes.
How much is it
And
at right now?
They're like at 6,000.
Okay.
A little over 6,000.
Oh, so it's close.
Please sign it.
Yeah, hopefully. Hopefully that helps that this lady getting arrested or whatever. But Riley was saying that the reason why people want the mom to get arrested is because in the text messages, like, she told him, like, wait, what'd she say? She told him what to do with the body or something like that, right?
No,
Or,
she texted his sister because he was going to his sister's house.
okay.
And she said, when he gets there, make sure he turns his phone off ASAP. And his sister said, okay.
So his sister could potentially go to jail, too.
But it's like such a crazy case. You guys have to follow their page so you guys can like be updated with everything. But
Yeah.
his sister kicked him out of his house when he got there, I guess. So like that's why the police haven't been really looking into his sister. But his sister knows too.
Yeah, exactly. Maybe she's just saying that as a story, like, oh, I got in an argument with him and kicked him out. It's like, I'm not even friends with my brother or whatever it is, you know? I don't know. But the reason why Riley's like super passionate about this case is because it comes from her area. And we actually have a viewer, what was her name?
Magdalene.
Magdalene, a viewer who watches 10 Talks, and that was actually her best friend, dude.
Yeah,
and
one
just
of her
like,
best friends.
and even before we found out about Magdalene, like Riley said, like, dude, like, this could have been like one of my friends or even me. You know what I mean? Like, this is just some girl
Exactly.
who's dating a dude. They broke up, and then the dude hit her up. Like, how long were they broken up for? That's even the weirder part.
I'm not sure how long they were broken up for, but I know they were dating for 3 years.
3 years. So they were dating for 3 years, broke up, and then he's like, yo, let's meet up to chat. And then that's the day he fucking murdered her. So he must have been like petty, like so upset about this breakup, or maybe she had got in a relationship with a new man or something like that already.
I don't even know. It's just, I don't even know.
Damn, dude.
When I see like videos of her and stuff, it's like, I don't even know how you could hurt her.
I know. She's
It's
so...
so sad.
Oh, babe.
It just breaks my heart. I feel so bad for her family because, like, it just seems like she came from such a loving family. And
Yeah. Oh, babe.
it's so sad. I feel bad, especially because,
Dude,
like,
you're so hot.
Magdalene is, like, a part of the chat and stuff, and, like, that's one of her best friends. I couldn't even imagine what she was
Yeah,
going through.
exactly. It's like just your friend fucking disappearing, and then just like you
It's
can't
really
even
sad.
you can't even yell at or physically hurt the person who did it. You know what I mean? Like, or find any justice in it because that person's like already gone. You
And
know what I
his
mean?
family's like, how can you not say anything?
Dude, and like that's
he's
what.
not even like he's not here anymore.
And you know what's crazy is like we were talking when I brought up the dad thing in the earlier. I saw in the chat really quick. Someone said like that's his dad though. Like he's gonna protect him at any cost. Like it's like bro, no. I feel like there is a barrier or there's like a wall. I'm not a parent, so I guess I wouldn't know. But I feel like there's a wall or there's a barrier between. I love my son, even if he's like a car thief and you just can't stop stealing cars. It's like, you know, I love him no matter what. But there's the whole thing where it's like, you chose to kill this girl, you know what I mean? Like, and then like, oh, I want you to not be in jail. It's like, no, dude, what the fuck? It's like, bro, it's like, yeah, it's like you're my son, but it's like, no, bro, that would make me sick to my stomach. The idea of like my son killed his girlfriend. I'd be like, bro, like, I'm sorry, son. Like, this is one of those things in life where you gotta learn like there's repercussions to your actions. You know what I mean? Like, and honestly, like whatever comes to you. Whatever they give you. But like, you know, I'll come visit you and talk to you, but it's like, bro, like that does make you not a completely good person. You know what I mean?
You're a parent too. Like this is your baby. If that something happened to your baby like this, you're gonna want to know the answers. So
yeah,
it's
exactly.
Like,
at least know the answers.
as a parent, you should want to fucking help this poor family.
Exactly.
That doesn't know anything, and you know everything.
I know. And what's even crazier is Rylee said that they were in a relationship for 3 years, and these parents have met one another. They've sat down for dinner and gone to restaurants together, and they're talking about their kids' futures and all this stuff. And now these parents are being shady to the other parents, and like it's kind of like
makes me sick,
dude. It's kind of like that one situation. Remember the girl in the van?
Gabby Petito.
Yeah. Her, the dude's parents did the same thing.
Exactly.
And sister did the same thing where they were helping the dude the whole time. And you're just like, bro, I don't know, man. Like, I have no respect for people that do that. People are gonna say like, oh man, what a good mom, what a good dad. It's like, no, bro. If your kid is like murdering someone unjustly, it's like if my kid was like in a position where someone was attacking them and in self-defense,
especially if you knew this girl and you probably had a relationship with her too. Like me and your mom have an amazing relationship.
Exactly.
Like fuck. Like,
dude, that's another thing is like they feel so betrayed. They're like, bro, we became friends with this whole family.
And this is how you know like her family is amazing too, because when her parents found out that Marshall passed away, her mom was crying.
Oh wow.
Because even though like he fucked up, like they still had like known him.
Yeah, and they felt bad that he passed.
Brought him in as his like their own family.
Jeez, and wow, that's crazy.
Just such a selfless person.
I don't know. It's like
I feel so bad for them.
It's so weird. It's like there's another example. I forgot the story, but there's this famous TikTok star who did impersonations, and he was famous for his Scarface impersonations. And in a lot of his videos, he was in a relationship. I think he was married or it was a girlfriend, but they had a daughter together. He was in this relationship with this girl throughout all his videos.
Oh, yes.
They did vlogs together, all this shit, and then they just started separating. Like she was just like, I'm not feeling this relationship anymore, and they were like breaking up. And he had like left like a secret recording device or audio device in one of their rooms, and he found out that she was in the middle of a date with another dude, and he showed up and killed both of them. And now he's spending the rest of his life in jail, and now the daughter has no parents like to take care of her. You know, like, probably someone else is gonna take care of her, but like no parents basically. It's just like it's like what who's winning here? You know what I mean? It's such a stupid solution, but I guess it's just like it's like mental health stuff. You know what I mean? People just can't control their emotions or their anger, I guess sometimes. You know.
Also, one of his friends came out too after he had passed away, saying that Marshall had called him a couple days before and said that he was planning on killing Alexis and where was the best place to hide a body.
He literally said
yes.
Like in text or a phone call?
Guess what the friend said?
What?
He thought he was joking, and nothing happens to the friend. And he told the police also where to put it. He said like a septic tank or I forgot where else. I
would like to hear the context in which and how it was said, because if I call I don't know, that's such a weird thing to just call and ask. Like, where's the best place to hide a body? Like, oh, let's smoke up, yeah, whatever, you know. Hey, how's it going? You want to skate? Also, where's the best place to hide a body?
That's what I'm saying.
It's like, how do you bring that up and think it's a joke?
So this family needs as much help as possible. So please sign the petition. I don't understand how nothing's been done.
I know, dude. And honestly, it's crazy. But Joe Rogan recently got canceled for for some shit where he's talking about the homeless people, and he's like, yeah, man. He's like, there's so many homeless people in LA, like no one's helping them, blah blah. He's like, you can literally probably like kill a homeless person and get away with it because they don't arrest anyone for anything in California anymore. The rules are so lenient here. The fucking prosecutors don't give a fuck. They want to be, progressive as fuck and do all this shit. And just like, bro, guess what? The murder rate has rise like 60%. It's like more than doubled. I think it's like 70% increased, like the murder rate. Like it's insane. The armed robbery rate has increased by like so much. It's just like, this is what he was joking about. It's just like situations like this. You can clearly see basically who did it. You know what I mean? Like they have way more information. We have very little information. We're like, we think we know who did it. They have way more information than we do. And they are probably definitely certain, but I bet you the cops think like, we need like stone cold hard evidence, or the lawyers or whatever. They know that like the prosecutors are so, you have to really get away. You have to be super guilty, caught red-handed type shit to actually go to jail. Dude, in California for a long time, it was a law that said if I was driving, right, and my homie told me like, hey man, you down to drive me to this house? I want to rob the house. And I'm bringing my gun with me because I'm going to tell the people to get on the floor. I'm going to take their stuff, and then you'll drive me away. You're the getaway driver. And I'm like, okay, let's do it. If I take my friend, he goes in there to do the armed robbery, accidentally, not accidentally, but maybe he like didn't expect to kill someone, but he ends up killing someone. Not only does he get charged with murder, I would get charged with murder too, because I drove him there, right? Because I knew that he had a gun and maybe someone could die. They took that law away recently.
Oh, this is probably why.
So now if you, that's probably why. They recently took that law away where if I were to drive you to a murder and then I were to drive you away from it, I will no longer be charged with murder. I'll be charged with something else. You know what I mean? They have to find something else to charge me with. Isn't that crazy?
This parent can just say, I'm not saying anything for the rest of her life.
Who know? I don't know that much about laws, but I did see that thing recently got taken away, and a bunch of people thought it was so stupid. They were like, bro, this actually helped a lot of people get prosecuted and actually get put into jail because, like, that shit's wrong. You know what I mean? Like, if you're taking someone to rob someone and you know they have a gun, you gotta think there's a chance someone's gonna die. You know what I mean? Like, you can't not expect that. Unless he goes in there with, like, no bullets. I don't know what the fuck. Then he's just an idiot.
Maybe we can have Magdalene on, and she can
give more detail.
Better
talk about
story.
It. Yeah, that would be interesting. Super. Oh, I'm sorry, babe. You got emotional about it.
I just hope she gets found.
On other news, well, actually, you know what? Let's take a quick break. I'm glad the camera's still working.
Can I please have that LaCroix on the floor?
Oh yes.
Thank you.
Let's take a quick break to do a package opening, guys. By the way, every 10 Talks, every Sunday, we open up. Oh shit! We open up whatever we get from our PO box, and for anyone that's wondering, our PO box is PO Box 3. PO Box 3183 North Hollywood 91609. If you guys want to send us anything to open up, it could be literally anything. Your merch that you guys are working on, I don't know, some random fucking toys or something like that. Not like that, but just anything. We'll open it up on stream. Today we have one package, and this is from the homie Scumbags. I feel so bad because Scumbags, along with a lot of other my friends, I just keep saying like, yeah, let's skate, let's do this, let's do that. I haven't skated in months. You know what I mean? Like, I haven't had any free time to just go like, yeah, I'm gonna go around downtown and cruise around or something like that. It's like, I don't really have time anymore. It's like, I would love people to just come here and hang out with me, I guess, at home while I'm on stream. But it's just like, fuck, dude. Like, I keep promising I'm gonna kick it with all these people, but then I just realize next thing I know, it's 10 p.m. and we're like cooking dinner. I'm like, fuck, dude. You know what I mean? Like, every day is like that.
Literally 10 p.m.
That's why
we don't even mean to.
That's what I'm saying. We don't even mean to. It's just like, bro, we have to do this. We gotta go to the office. We gotta stream. We gotta get this ready. We gotta get that ready. Love Island. You know, like all this shit. It's just too much. You know what I mean? But I want to do even more. I was also gonna talk about this. If we have any funny video editors in here who like can put together like for example, the highlight stream that we did at whatchamacallit, at the fair, at Orange County Fair. Like, if we have someone in here who's like skilled enough and like funny enough to like put an edit together of like a highlight video or something like that, please reach out to me. I want to try to like, get daily posting done somehow. I want to try to figure it out.
Yep,
but either way,
keep it flowing.
So this is a package from Scumbags. Thank you so much, Scumbags, and I appreciate you so much. I'm sorry we haven't had a chance to meet up yet, but I want to, bro. I really want to.
You should do a skate stream.
I want to do a skate stream. I've been thinking about it. Maybe this week. But he said that he was sending me over some shorts. So we definitely need some shorts because it's hot as fuck.
Yep.
Damn.
Nice.
Fire ass packaging, scumbags with a nice ass color on it as well.
So cute.
You are what you wear.
I like them.
Scumbag. We got that color. Ooh.
Ooh, your favorite color.
I know. I think I told him that this is my favorite color. We got this color shorts as well. And then we have, oh shit, we got one of his t-shirts. This, wait, I kind of want to open this up because this is the t-shirt where he has a story where he was on a public bus in downtown LA one time, and he said he was just chilling, minding his own business, listening to some music, and next thing you know, he feels like some weird feeling in his leg, and he's like, what, like, what is this? Turns around and he sees like some homeless dude stabbed him in the leg, and he's like, what the fuck? And then basically fights this homeless guy off, and police arrest him, all this bullshit. But he just said, like, I was stabbed on the bus for no reason. I was just minding my business. And this is a photo he took inside the ambulance.
Oh my
of
god.
Of his leg all bloody.
What does the bag say?
Oh, you could see the hole in his skin.
Oh my god.
And it says, ain't no love in the fucking city.
Oh my god.
Ain't no love in the fucking city.
Scumbags, that's fucking wild.
Bro.
That's a crazy story to tell.
Hella blood all over his leg, and you could see the shiv mark in his foot too,
That's
or
a
in his
movie
thigh.
scene.
Super fucked up. Thank you so much, scumbags. And then we have
Jeez
another shirt right here
Louise.
as well. It just says LA, I believe. Thank you so much, scumbags. Shout out to
Thank
scumbags.
you.
Thank you so much, man. I appreciate you so much for that. And I appreciate you so much for the shorts, because we definitely need some shorts right now. It's getting freaking hot, and I've been wearing the same two shorts over and over and over again. Random topic I actually got from Phil DeFranco today is that apparently they're trying to push for four-day school weeks instead of 5. Okay, I don't know how I feel about that. I feel like a lot of parents rely on the school system to, like, take care of their kids during the week so they can work. You know what I mean? And some people have like a negative perspective on that, where they're like, stop relying on the government to babysit your kids. But then also just like, I think about my parents, where how would they work if I was not at school the whole time? I'd be at home entertaining myself as well. Like, I had my older sisters, I guess, but imagine I was a lonely kid and I was like 4 and they couldn't afford for babysitters, where they can leave a 4-year-old at home. I don't know. It's like, it's kind of weird.
Dumb. It's called socialization.
Yeah, exactly.
I can't even say it.
Bro, we just saw a Meta commercial yesterday. Oh, you were already falling asleep. I was trying to watch Akira with Rylee, but she fell asleep. There was a commercial that was playing. It was like a Meta commercial that said, someday in the future, you won't even have to go to a college campus anymore, because we're working on technology where you can do this and that, blah, blah, and you can forget about going to college campuses. I'm like, that's trash, bro. If that's really 100% the future that Meta wants us to go to, where we're not interacting with anyone physically, we're just at home fucking touching the fucking air.
Goal.
It's like, nah, dude. Even as coming from a guy who has fucking 3 monitors and wants 2 more, it's like I don't want to be in that. I like going outside and doing stuff. You know what I mean? Like, it's fun. Today was so relaxing. We got to lay down on the grass and do shit, and like, it's like fun building a relationship with your teacher and classmates and all that stuff. It's like, I don't know, that'd be so whack.
It's your childhood.
It's just your whole livelihood.
Mm-hmm.
It's
those are the memories you create.
I was just watching a video
when you're the youngest.
The other day. Actually, we were watching that video about that streamer dude who was like locked in for 15 months or whatever. I forgot his name. Remember the Japanese game show thing?
I forgot.
In that video, Moisture Critical says like people's or humans' need for like socialization is like one of our key things that we actually need. That's why when you see that movie Castaway, that's why he made a little ball called Wilson. He needed someone to talk to. And also during my Gulag stream, I made a little ball called fucking Boris, and it did make my time go by better. It was cool to talk to Boris, you know? So like, and also there's many examples of that where people will like either talk to themselves or find something to talk to, because the movie I Am Man, or what was it with Will Smith?
I Am Robot?
I Am Robot? Wait, no, is I Am Robot? No, the one where he's like, it's a zombie world and he's there with his dog.
I Am Legend.
I Am Legend, yes. I Am Legend. He like becomes friends with the fucking, with the doll. Remember, he like falls in love with the doll and like that is like a mannequin for clothes.
All I remember is when he had to put his dog to sleep.
Oh my God. At one point,
so sad.
He keeps passing by this store that has a mannequin, and he keeps going like, hey Jessica, and then at one point he tries to kiss her, and he's like, oh my God, I'm sorry.
I
like,
think I do kind of
yeah. So like, it's like a constant thing where people need to be able to talk to other people, face to face. It's like taking that away is kind of crazy, and wanting to take it away and say like it's good for us.
Yeah, hell no.
Bro, they're gonna start charging people to fucking go outside. They're gonna start.
They already are.
They're gonna be like, "Yo, oh, you wanna go talk to your mom and dad?"
Parking here is ridiculous.
Basically, yeah, just to do
It's
anything.
like $40,
Bro, just to live is
$20.
expensive.
Yeah.
But either way, so with the 4-day school week coming, this whole other discussion came up about a lack of teachers, because it's always been a huge conversation. Teachers have been underpaid, right? And then this is an interesting topic to bring up as well. I forgot to write this down, but I just remembered, is that a lot of teachers were underpaid. They were leaving, right? But also, even a lot of teachers have been underpaid forever. They still want to work the job. A lot of teachers recently have been leaving the job. Specifically, it says in like one of these articles that they're getting tired of the hate. They're like, basically, it's like cancel culture, where one kid can film a video of you saying, "God damn it, Rylee, I told you stop chewing gum in this class," and then that's it. Someone finds this video saying, "Teacher gone ballistic on student," or whatever, cancel this teacher or whatever. And basically, a lot of teachers have been saying how they're leaving the teaching job because it's just like, it's such a toxic environment. You're put under such a microscope, and you're fucking going out of your way trying to teach these kids, and then next thing you know, you're getting canceled for stupid bullshit. The people are calling you bad teachers. Parents are yelling at you, and they're just like, bro, it's too stressful of a job, but not
Kids are fucking
kids are
annoying.
assholes. It's just like, they're like, bro, not enough appreciation. And then it was like specifically said that like they're just like kind of like getting canceled for a shorter term, whereas they're like, bro, like we do one wrong thing and that's it, we're out. It's just like, bro, we're just gonna find another job or whatever it is. And so apparently some schools have been dealing with this issue of a lack of teachers in different ways. Some schools have been using school staff. I'm not sure what they mean by school staff, but they've been using school staff to replace teachers even if they have no teaching experience. So when I think of using school staff to teach the students, I'm thinking like, what else is at a school other than teachers? Principals, counselors, and janitors. So I'm thinking, are they just having janitors fucking teach these classes or something like that? It literally says some schools are using school staff with no teaching experiences for certain classes. So maybe like PE or something like that.
Counselors, assistant principals.
Yeah, maybe damn principals fucking teaching. Holy fuck, that must
scary.
suck, bro, to be in that class. But also, other schools are dealing with this problem in other ways where they're
Or maybe it's like student teachers. Maybe they're letting student teachers teach.
That's what I was gonna say right here. Is some schools are actually allowing college students to teach their classes, and I think that's dangerous on a whole nother level where. It's already a proven fact that kids finish school, they're semi-neutral when it comes to politics and their view on earth and whatever it is. But a lot of kids, once they go to college and complete college, 80% come out liberal or like extreme liberal with these crazy ass fucking views, like non-realistic views. And now I'm thinking like, bro, now we're gonna have these ultra liberal college students teaching our fucking kids in class. Thank you so Oh my god, thank you so much, Megatron. I'm sorry, we can he said Yuriy Nation. Thank you so much, I appreciate you. I'm sorry I had to put that away, but we're supposed to not have it on 10 Talks. I'm not sure why it keeps popping up.
I think it depends on you and like just how you feel as a person, because I went to like the most liberal school out there, San Francisco State, and I'm just fine.
Look at Ari Shafir. He was like a Hasidic Jewish person who lived in
extremely liberal
Israel, and now he's like a comedian who makes fun of everything and also considered racist. Anyways, yeah, so they're allowing some college students to teach classes, and then also apparently in Florida they're allowing military veterans who have been in the army for 4 or more years to also teach classes. So if you're a military veteran or you've been in the army for 4 or more years, you can also go teach classes as well, which is interesting. What is going to happen to our students? They're not going to learn shit.
Nope.
There's
just so many of them too.
But then also, dude,
I feel like every year there's like the classes get bigger and bigger.
That's true. But you know what also I noticed when I was in school? Like, I think this is a good example. If I were to have a class of 30 kids, right? And I was like, hey guys, for the next 12 years, I'm going to be teaching you guys how to skate, right? Out of those 30 kids, or we have a school, or let's say 5,000 kids. Out of those 5,000 kids, how many kids by the end of that 12 years are still going to be interested in skateboarding and even retained any information and wanted to push themselves to any level? There's going to be like maybe 100 of them or 200 of them, but all the rest are going to like maybe learn some basics and like not really care. It's like, I feel like that's how it is with education. It's just like you have so many kids, and education is kind of like I think of it almost like a hobby. You know what I mean? Like liking to do certain stuff, like write books or fucking learn or study all that shit. It's like it's not for everyone, in the case that some people are going to enjoy it more than others. You know what I mean? And I think a lot of people are not going to enjoy it, and some kids do enjoy it. And I remember in my classes, there's always these certain kids, like I noticed that they were just good at fucking school. They they were on their shit. Mostly females. There's always there was a couple dudes I knew that were good in class, but it was always like usually females that I knew that were like the best in the class.
We had both for sure.
Really?
Always. But we always had the one Yuriy.
What do you mean?
The crazy one.
Wow, that's crazy.
The class clown. We always had that one kid in class.
I never got class clown, unfortunately. That should upset me in fucking...
That's okay, I didn't win shit either.
That should upset me in middle school, because there was a class clown thing, and I thought I was going to get it, and then basically, like, the most fucking boy crush guy of the fucking school ended up winning class clown. I'm like, he's not even funny, dude. Like, girls just think he's cute. He's not even fucking funny. But anyways, last topic I have listed
Do you
is...
hate women?
I don't hate women. Wait, really? You think I hate women?
Yeah.
Why do I hate women?
I don't know.
Because I said they like this guy?
Andrew Tating?
Oh my! How am I Andrew Tate? That's not. I don't think that's a good example.
I'm just kidding.
Last topic I have is car issues. So I posted this thing on Instagram, and I titled it "Last time I'm taking my car to the auto mechanic to check out a weird noise." And it was this picture of a bill that I got from the mechanic for $815. And a lot of people, like 99% of people, DM me saying, "Scammed, you got scammed, idiot, they finessed you, blah, blah, all that stuff." Maybe that might be the case, I'm not sure. But a couple of the people that I replied to, they were like asking me, like, what happened? What did they replace? And I told them it's something to do with the shocks or whatever it is. And they were like, oh, that makes sense that costs that much or whatever. Like, car shit sucks or whatever. So in reality, I don't think I got scammed. I think it was like something that really had to be replaced. And I've been complaining about it to Rylee for a long time. Like every time we go anywhere, I'm just like, my fucking car, dude. Like we still haven't fixed my car. Like it would bug me forever. And basically,
why are we going to these places?
Yeah.
My car's not fixed. Which I understand, because it sucks when you're shit out of on the side of the road.
I
in
know.
the middle of nowhere.
Exactly. And I don't want that to happen or whatever. So anyways,
I feel it because I've been there.
Finally took
I
it.
don't care.
So really?
Because I'm like that. I'll just let it go until like my dad's like, you gotta go get your car fixed.
Someone sent me a funny message where they're like, bro, you should have just turned up the radio louder. It would have been a way cheaper fix. And you know, to be honest, yes, that would have been a way cheaper fix. But then down the road, it would have been worse, because we could have been stuck like fucking on our way to Vegas to celebrate, I don't know, me and Toke eloping or something like that. Then boom, the car breaks down.
Wow.
That would suck.
You guys would elope in Vegas.
But anyway, so yes, bro, we had to Saturday before we went to Orange County Fair, I picked up my car and they fucking boom bopped me across the head with a $815 bill, and I was just like, oof.
And before that, did you tell them about my steering wheel?
Oh yes, but hold on, before I get to that, I want to say is with anything that comes with like labor, physical labor, and especially stuff that I don't know anything about, but especially physical labor shit, I don't try to like bargain the price. You know what I mean? Like if I'm buying a couch from you and you're like 500, come on, 300, you know, or something like that. But if you're telling me like, hey dude, like to fix your door is going to be $200, I'm not going to be like, can you fix it for 150? You know what I mean? Because it's like, bro, now even if he says yes, now in the back of his head, he's going to be like, I'm going to do a shitty ass job. Well, I'm going to do a $150 job instead of the $200 job I recommended. You know what I mean? So it's just like, it's like with anything physical or labor required, it's like, I know whatever it is, it's like, you just got to pay. You can't hassle it. But when I saw the $815 bill, I was like, I swear I wanted to be like, I think you guys said 300 at first. Like, how is it 800 now? Because they said 300 per wheel. So I was like, 600. Okay, not too bad. And they boop on me across the head with the 800. I was like, damn.
Throughout fucking up like a bunch of my cars, I've just learned now.
What?
Just get it fixed.
Yeah.
Just get it fixed. Don't even worry about the price, even though it's gonna fucking suck. Unless it's like
every month
over the worth of your car. That's where I get like, I don't even know.
Well, yeah, you have to realize that real quick is like, we just spent $815 right now.
Yeah.
I've been using this car for the last 3 years, and I've gone oil changes, all this like basic stuff or whatever, but I haven't really had to do anything like this.
Major.
So in reality, if I had bought a new car and I was doing monthly payments, spending $200-300 a month, that's crazy.
It's also 10 years old.
For the past 3 years, I've only spent $815, so that's fine. You know what I mean? Like, but if this trend continues.
Oh, wait, let's not forget the alternator.
Oh yes, I know. But if this trend continues, of like me continuing to have to spend $800 like every 4 or 5 months, at that point I'm gonna be like, all right, we need a new car, because now it's like it's unaffordable. Or it's like it makes more sense just to get a new one because we're spending more or whatever it is. But for the past 3 years, I've only had to drop $800 to fix the shocks. So
And the alternator.
and the alternator.
Which was like a lot of money.
It was 200 something, I think. I forgot already.
But you
but-
got it fixed.
Anyways, Rylee's car situation.
Nevertheless.
We talked about this a long time
This
ago.
poor thing.
We were having some weird issue with the car, and for a long time it was like weird, but it was drivable. And then Rylee was driving it, and then something happened. Wait, can you talk about that?
Yeah, well, okay, so Yuriy was telling me like something's wrong with your steering wheel after we got it fixed, and when we
spent $350 to
Yeah.
get her steering wheel
Mhm.
quote unquote fixed. Oh, I didn't put split.
they
yet.
hooked it up, honestly.
Yeah, they did.
But when we first got it back, I could kind of like notice like a little tick in it.
When I picked it up, the dude
It
told
felt
me he's
weird.
like I fixed your car, but
It felt
he's like when you
loose.
turn your steering wheel all the way to the right, there's a little tick. But he's like, oh, that has to do with your shock mount caliper, blah, 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 like all
God.
these like weird words. And I was just like, okay, all right, thank you, bye. And then I just like left. But he told me ahead of time, he's like, there's a weird clicking sound, but that shit got worse and worse and worse. And then when Rylee was driving it, that's when it
And we were cool
fucking-
for like 3 months probably.
yeah, we
right?
took it on the freeway and shit. It was fine. Yeah.
And I was driving it home from work, and I had gotten like right out of the parking lot, making a left turn, and I was obviously fully turning it, and all of a sudden like something dropped, like this metal box dropped underneath, and like the steering wheel like clonked down, and I was like, what the fuck? And like I could barely turn it, and then like it wouldn't accelerate, like hella shit was wrong. And I just Yuriy was like on stream, I think it was one of your longer streams.
I think it was the workout stream,
I think
right?
so. And I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to make it home. This whole steering wheel fucked up. And thankfully I made it home safely, and we finally got it fixed last week, or we were going to get it fixed, and the steering wheel completely fell off when Yuriy was at the stop sign.
Oh yes, yeah. I was talking about this last week, where completely. I did talk about this last week, right?
No, I don't
no,
think
right?
so.
Oh yeah, because we just got your.
it
Yeah, we
fixed.
just picked it up. So, anyways, I made an appointment to get our steering wheel looked at again, and the dude was like, "Yeah, don't worry about it.
Thursday.
We'll look at it." On my way over there in the morning, it just fucking completely just dropped, and I got stuck on this like main street corner, and I was just like, God damn it, like what the fuck. And then I was trying to push the car back, and I couldn't push it because I was in sandals. My sandals kept slipping, and huge shout out to this random dude who pulled over. He's like, come here, like let me help you or whatever, because I was gonna go run home and grab my shoes. And he was like, no, like come here, like I'll help you or whatever. And then he helped me push the car back. Shout out to that guy. And then I called back the fucking place. I was like, bro, you fucking assholes. Like, nah, I didn't say that, but I was just like, I was frustrated. I was like,
yeah, that's dangerous as hell.
yeah, I got scared, dude, because I was driving like 10 miles per hour, and then badoosh, and I was just like, what the fuck, what's going on here? And I had to kind of like press on the brakes for it to stop. I was like, bro, what the fuck just happened here? And then and Rylee had already like kind of left in the other car like up ahead, so I was just like there by myself.
And I thought he was just waiting for traffic, so in my head I was like, this fool, like, are you kidding me? There's so many opportunities where you could have turned right now.
Nah, you getting mad?
And I was like, what the hell? I need to call him. And so I finally called him, and then he was all frustrated and flustered because it was hot.
Dude, yeah, and it was hot as fuck.
It was just all bad.
Anyways, I called the dude, and I was just like, yo, because of you guys, I'm stuck here in the middle of this main street. I almost got in a car crash. Like, you guys owe me a tow truck. He's like, yeah, like, I'll get you a tow truck right now, blah, blah. And they got us. Bro, honestly, I am disconnecting my fucking AAA. That shit, every time, dude, I get hit with these, like, random bullshit situations, dude. The only time I've been in a situation where I quote-unquote totaled the car, even though it was in my fault, some lady T-boned me. My car was totaled in the middle of a main-ass street, in the middle of Sunset and Fairfax, two huge-ass streets with like 4 or 5 lanes each. And my car was dead in the middle, totaled. And then I have a cop come up to me, say like, yo, you have to get your car out of here in like 15, 20, 30 minutes, or else we're going to have to ticket you for obstructing traffic.
Are you serious?
And I'm like, bro, I just survived the fucking car crash. I'm glad, I'm fucking kissing the sky, glad I'm alive right now. And you're hitting me with we're going to hit you with the ticket if you don't get your car out of here fast enough. Bro, I knew I had insurance, right? So I was like, let me call my insurance and see what's going on. Call my insurance. I'm like, hey guys, I'm stuck here in the middle of these 2 big intersections. I'm about to get a ticket if I don't get my car out of here fast enough. can I get a tow truck out here? And the lady's like, okay. She's like, what's your name? Let me put your information in. It's gonna take about 24 to 48 hours to process this this thing, blah blah. And I'm like, 24 to 48 hours. I'm like, I need it in 15 minutes or 30 minutes. Like, you, like, what do you mean, whatever, blah blah. And then we ended up calling my other friend, like, I called his tow truck company, whatever. I think he called AAA, I'm not sure, but someone hooked it up. But when that happened, I called AAA first. I didn't call him first. I called AAA first, and then I got hit with the same bullshit where it was a robot instead, and the robot was like, if you need a tow truck, go to our website so you can file out a claim. I'm like, bro, dude, like, this is crazy, man. Like,
I think it's because it's LA.
There has to be an emergency line where you're like, I need one right now, dude.
Because where I'm from, like, AAA is there like in 10 minutes.
Really?
Yeah, they're hella fast. But I think it might just be LA.
Because it's so busy all the time.
So busy, and there's probably so many people calling AAA. There's so many accidents all the time.
That's true. But as soon as I got that call, I got that reply where it was like, go to our website. And I'm just sitting in this steaming car with a barely working air conditioner. It's 100 degrees outside. I'm dripping sweat. I'm like, I'm not going on a website right now. I'm like, I'm calling the people right in that mechanic shop right now and telling them they owe me a tow truck because this is their fault. Like, I'm stuck right here because of them or whatever. And shout out to them for actually giving it to me. And honestly, I don't think they're I like them. You know what I mean? I don't think they're a scamming company because you go in there and they have so many photos with customers. They're just like all these grandmas and fucking people, and they have this like one photo wall of like a barbecue they had with their customers. It looked like it's just like all these customers that had their car fixed. They're all at this barbecue taking pictures with their kids. I'm like, bro, like, this is a mechanic that has like a close relationship with his customers, dude. Like, so I feel like he's trustworthy.
Yeah.
You know.
He seems so nice.
Yeah, and he's like a super nice dude, but that shit definitely was kind of crazy to be like, fuck, man. But also, you know what? It is a shitty situation, but then also, I was thinking about, I didn't bring it up to Rylee yet, I have to count my blessings and be super happy that I was able to afford a random $815 bill, because it's like a statistic that says like 80% or 90% of families in America can't afford a random $500 bill.
Yeah,
and
real.
I'm just glad that like we didn't get hit with this and we're like, how are we gonna pay for this? Like, what are we gonna tell the mechanic that we can't pay for this fucking job? Or it's like, I'm glad that we're actually able to pay for it and not stressed about it too much. It is like a lot of money, and we're like, fuck, dude. Like, we'll take, we'll recover from this shit.
Like
but
I said, it's just something you have to take care of, unfortunately. And
that's where I'm just like, I'm happy at least we're able to
cover it
and not be like, oh man, now we can't eat for a month or something like that. So at least it's not that like that or whatever.
Low key, though.
Either way, guys, I think we're gonna cap the stream right here. Like always, we always do an after show. We're gonna need like a 10-minute break before the after show because I'm gonna need to go to the shower. This is 3 showers in a day, but I'm not really gonna use soap and stuff like that. I'm just gonna rinse because I'm just sweaty. I just want to rinse myself off. I'm gonna go in the shower, rinse myself. I'm so sweaty right now, dude.
Take it back.
No, I'm not gonna pull a Blazzy. I feel like the AC is actually working now. It feels cooler a little bit. But either way, we're going to cap the stream right here. This episode of 10 Talks Part 2. If you guys can, please leave a like on this part, the last part, and also leave a comment on both parts, sharing your guys' opinion. It really, really, really helps grow the channel. Leave a subscribe if you guys can as well.
Yes, sir.
And we'll see you guys in 10 minutes.
See you soon.
So, like, comment, subscribe. Peace guys.